Okay, Steph, I brought you here today to discuss the problems yourself and Becky have been having on the department with regards to her getting the section lead job over yourself. I do appreciate just how hard you've worked over the last few months. It has been fantastic the amount of effort you have put in, and you know how impressed I was with the team and yourself the last few months. Now, we have discussed in the past how and why Becky was chosen above yourself for the section leader job, and this was due to the section leader modulars that she'd already completed. But we are working through this with yourself, and we have agreed that we couldn't allow this to impact the team, and that we would look at your own development within the team as well. At this point, how do you feel this is going?
I feel that I haven't really had the opportunity to develop. I'm not getting that Becky's trying to help me there, and I want to transfer to a different department.
Right, okay. Now, I do agree we cannot allow you to be working with her when this behaviour is continuing, as this was an ongoing task I set her as part of development, and she needs to work on this, and I will look at her with this. And as this is affecting obviously yourself, Becky, and some of the team members as they picked up on the behaviour, we need to fix this to stop this affecting everyone and yourself.
I know, and I really enjoy it, and I do like working with my team. But sometimes when I try and discuss my ideas with Becky on how to develop myself and what new tasks I can do, she just doesn't seem to listen, and she goes off on her own little plan of what she wants to happen, and she just doesn't seem to appreciate any of my ideas, and I don't like that.
Okay, but before this came up, you both did work well together, so I know we can get the lines of communication back up, and that we can still work well together. We both know how well you work on the department and with the team, as you've proved this in the last few months since being here. So it's all about us getting you and Becky back on board, and to tie in your development with Becky's, so you can develop yourself as well. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I did think that maybe every week or so we could sit down and just discuss how the week's gone and what's coming up, and that I could work with Becky on this, and then you could see that we are both progressing.
Right, no, that sounds a really good idea, and obviously we can discuss it with Becky as well later on. But it sounds a fantastic idea, and clearly you've put in a lot of thought into this, which is great to see. And ultimately, I just want us back as a strong team. But at times, you will be expected to communicate with each other, but it will only be about what we've already discussed in the past meetings. And then if this isn't happening, you have a reference point to come to me and say, look, Dan, this isn't happening, what we discussed last week with Becky and myself. And then I can take it up with Becky from there and make sure that it does happen and that you do develop further. But before we do anything official, like a transfer, I would recommend we go for a month on this and try our hardest to make it work. I suggest we start it from tomorrow to get the ball moving, and we can see how it's going. And I know you have the passion and drive for development too, and all I want was to get back to the level where yourself, Becky, and the rest of the colleagues in the team feel valued and comfortable in what they're doing. I also believe that by tackling this problem now with yourself, it will help you develop and make you a better section leader in the future when another role comes up. So what I suggest we do is that we have one-to-ones meetings with myself and you, and then myself and Becky, and then all three of us get together and discuss what we are looking for in the next week in terms of development with Becky and then yourself. And then we meet again 2 weeks after to discuss how that is going and what further progress can be made. Does that sound okay to yourself?
Yes, I think so. And would you support me if I did want to move still?
Yes, 100%. After a month of doing this trial with Becky to helping you develop, if you still feel you're not developing further, and if you just want to move, then that is 100% fine. I'll support you all the way.
I do appreciate you saying that. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for your time today.